Yeah, the defense, do you need more time? If you want to prepare your own arguments on paper, all the better. Because I don't want anybody to say he never had an opportunity to respond to this document. So if you want us to adjourn until tomorrow, I don't have a problem. And then you prepare also a substantive argument.
Madam, speaking on behalf of Mr. Mzube, I'm ready to respond now from the bar.
Mr. MNGOMEZULU?
I'm ready to respond from the bar.
Mr. RAMOSEPELE?
I will also respond from the bar.
Mr. NXUMALO?
I will also respond from the bar, thank you.
Ms. Mshololo?
I have no submissions.
You have?
No submissions.
You must have. You can't be in the air. It's either you are in heaven or on the ground.
My Lord, if we were to look at the procedure, the way things are happening, the application has been brought by the state, then that will mean that the defense will also have to be given time to prepare their
That's it. I want to give you the time if you so want it. But your 4 colleagues here, they say they are ready. If you say you want extra time, it is your client's constitutional right to insist on that.
As the court visits, my Lord. If that can be allowed, I'll ask that opportunity, my Lord.
How long do you need? A day?
I
Week?
can prepare my heads tonight and submit them tomorrow.
So Baloyi forcefully, handed in his heads of arguments for the red polo coming to the stand. Well, it's coming in the form of an AVL, but you know what I mean. And the red polo is coming without the driver to testify on its location and whereabouts and movement on that day, the 26th of October 2014. Now, what is interesting is that MNISI, NXUMALO, Rams and NXUMALO all said, if we must respond, I'm responding from the bar, because that's how much we ain't taking this car testimony seriously. Okay, they were going to respond from the bar. And another thing I feel is that they are like, it doesn't matter what we do anyway. A decision is going to be made. Baloyi is going to, the evidence is going to be allowed in. So why are we going through this whole rigmarole? I think that's where their mindset was at. And Mshololo is like, I'm not even going to submit heads of arguments. Do you want to know why? Because the last time she submitted the heads of arguments, she was very passionate. I'm just trying to remember what the last heads of arguments were about. Her head of argument, I remember, was quite brilliant. I'm going to look it up and I'm going to put it across the screen here. But she did a brilliant job, and you could tell that, a lot of time and effort was put into it. But of course, in true a Judge Ratha style, he ignored whatever their arguments are, and whatever Baloyi wanted in became part of the evidence. I think it was just before Mangena came. What was before Mangena? It was Pinky coming back. Judge Ratha wanted Pinky to come back. Stein was there, and then that whole Excel thing was not working out. Who changed the numbers? So it was for Pinky to be right there when Stein was also there. That is those head of arguments, and they did not want. I think they did not want Stein to come back. I think it was between Stein and Pinky, one of the two, and they lost on those heads of arguments. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm just so foggy. But I know she did the heads of argument and she did a phenomenal job. And then you're thinking, yes, they did so well. The defense did so well. And then Judge Ratha comes and makes his decision. So I think this time she says, you know what? The evidence is useless. I'm not even going to bother with heads of arguments. Baloyi has bulldozed his way, and he's even gone ahead and given his heads of argument. We didn't even get a courtesy call. Remember the other last time, when they were ambushed, and Mshololo, she stood up and said, I didn't even get a call. to say, no, I didn't even get a call or an email to say I mustn't sleep because Baloyi and Sibanda are going to send the documents at midnight. Nobody told me not to sleep and that I must wait up for them. I remember her specifically saying that. And this time, true Baloyi style, he said, you know what, I'm not even going to send them email a notification because last time they complained that I sent the email too late. So this time I'm not sending them anything. They're just going to walk into court and it's going to be a surprise. I have an AVL expert and not Gininda. That is literally how it happened and went down yesterday, which was quite a shock because as Mshololo says, I spoke to Gininda and he said he was coming. So that's just how things are. So I think the mood is kind of sour in the courtroom and you can just see that Baloyi is not playing fair. And he has the advantage that, you know, one, he's the dominus litis, and two, the judge pretty much lets him get away with anything except this time. The judge said, no. You lied to me. And I became compassionate and on display, and I displayed my compassion. I mean, I verbalized it. I spoke about Ubuntu, compassion, and being a black human, only to find out you lied to me. So what happened next is now Judge Ratha, in my opinion, I feel was forced to demonstrate compassion to the defense. Remember, this is also after MNISI said, well, if you could listen to me as much as you listen to the state, do the same thing for me so I can get through my speech because I'm very passionate about this, okay? So I think a lot of factors led to Judge Ratha saying, do you need more time to prepare your heads of arguments? It would be better if you could prepare your own arguments and on paper. And if you want us to adjourn until tomorrow even, you know, he's throwing out these suggestions. I mean, they get to adjourn until tomorrow. Yay! Gininda gets to adjourn. Well, almost got to adjourn an entire 6 to 7 weeks before any schedule has been handed up to my lord. My lord was already very compassionate because, you know, in LLB is very serious exams to write. Very serious. This is literally what just happened. What else? So he gets to Mshololo and he says, what are you going to do? Mshololo's like, you know what? I don't even want to participate in this. Can you just count me out? And my lord is like, no, I'm not counting anyone out. It's either you're in heaven, but you're not just in the air. And I think he's trying really hard because remember with MNISI, he said, you know, what did he say with MNISI? With MNISI, he said, he made a reference to Jesus Christ and MNISI said, I'm Muslim. I don't know who that is. You know, it's been I think yesterday was a tough day for Judge Ratha. I think it was a very, very, very tough day for him. But Mshololo is then, you know, her hand is twisted. She's kind of forced into participating and she's told that it's your client's constitutional right. I don't want anyone to say that they were not given an opportunity, so let me know. So then she says, well, my lord, if we were to look at the procedures and the way things are happening, I mean, we're being ambushed left, right, and center, and Baloyi is getting away with the ambushes. Ambushes? Can we say ambushes? I don't know if ambush exists as a plural. But she's like, things just look at the way that things are happening. Again, another ambush. That's what she's trying to highlight. And, you know, an application has been brought by the state, so the defense should also be allowed time off. And then the judge says, okay, so you want to adjourn until tomorrow? And then she says, if that can be allowed. I think she also was quite shocked that, wait, he is adjourning? Okay then, so let's do till tomorrow. So it will be very interesting to see how their heads of arguments will go now that they've all been given an overnight to kind of prepare for this. So I still think they'll be short, brief, and to the point. Because what are you going to ask a car? What cross-examination can you possibly have with the Longwe's car? How is the car going to respond? Because Longwe is not there. He's not there. The state has lost all sense of reasoning at this point. But it's Baloyi, so we just participate, we watch, and we just wait to see what next. So let's continue on, and I'll be back, of course, with the rest of my commentary.
Ma'am, where do you live? I'm sorry to ask you that. Don't give me the street and the address. Are you living in England or where? Oh, you're my neighbor here.
Yes.
Okay, are you available tomorrow?
Yes, I am alone.
Yeah, you heard the argument.
I did.
Yeah, the defense has a right to respond because according to Mr. MNGOMEZULU, he says they are ambushed.
Yes,
Gereeld.
I do understand.
Okay. Yeah, because of that reason, this court will adjourn until tomorrow.
My lord, if the case is adjourned until tomorrow, my lord, can I ask that I be given opportunity to consult on this document with accused number 5 so that he cannot be taken immediately?
Fine, no problem. Because normally number 5 goes to where he stays at about 4 o'clock. Is that not so?
Yes, my lord.